I want the children to do this year, the Queen Quet, and we minister information for the Gullah Geechee Nation at Lacali Town, and we right up for Port Royal Island in South Kakalaki in the Gullah Geechee Nation. Honor children, we so glad for them right up back at Port Royal, not only because all this up in the Port Royal region with St. Helena Island to be and all that kind of thing like that, where we store still living culture and thing like that, but also because the town of Port Royal been a support the Gullah Geechee Nation Appreciation Week for the last 3 years, and it's still a join in with we now. Elder Town, that thing coming up, gal. How you feel about Gullah Geechee Nation Appreciation Week?
I am so excited. You know, the first time that I stepped foot in Port Royal, I knew that these were great partners.
Oh yeah.
Because we're gonna get a revolution today, right?
Okay.
So I'm excited.
That's right.
I'm excited about that. I'm excited about everybody doing what they got to do when we get to James Island. Oh man, it's gonna be it's on.
It's a time. It's gonna be a time. So, honey children, we just getting started and things like that. We thankful to the town of Port Royal for their continued support, and we going to let you tune in just a little while and see the Mayor Samuel Murray and things like that, who made the first one this year for say, come on down, Queen, come to Town Hall. We got a proclamation for you. So, honey children, know if you're there with we, honey going know this year that what's going on. Honey children, get ready for wave your flag, wear your t-shirt, and represent Gullah Geechee Nation Appreciation Week, July 25th through August the 2nd, 2015. It's time for Shout for Truth.
Town of Port Royal, Gullah Geechee Nation Appreciation Week. Whereas Beaufort County, South Carolina is the second oldest county in South Carolina, and whereas at its founding many Africans were brought into Port Royal where a marker stands in honor of their arrival, and whereas these African people populated the island of Port Royal region, which has already been occupied by indigenous people, for which many of the sea islands have been named, and whereas the African American people of the area came to be known as the Gullah Geechee, and whereas the town of Port Royal is on the island of Port Royal, and whereas many Gullah Geechee occupied the sea island cotton plantation here known as the Smith Plantation, and whereas during the U.S. Civil War, this 700 acre became known as Old Fort Plantation and was confiscated by the United States federal government, and whereas this then became the encampment of the 1st South Carolina Volunteer Unit of the nation's forces, which includes Gullah Geechee nurses and scout, Harriet Tubman and nurse Susan King Taylor, and whereas the encampment at this location came to be known as Camp Saxon, and whereas it is at this location where the first reading of the Emancipation Proclamation was read, and is the site of the Emancipation Oath, and whereas when we commemorate the 150 years since the first reading on January 1, 2013, Queen Quet Chiefess and head of the state for the Gullah Geechee Nation led a shout and song, "O Freedom," at the Emancipation Oaks. And whereas Queen Quet became the first Gullah Geechee in the world to speak before the United Nations on behalf of the Gullah Geechee in order to continue seeking freedom and human rights for her people. And whereas she established the Gullah Geechee Sea Island Coalition on the historic St. Helena Island, South Carolina. Whereas St. Helena Island, South Carolina was the launching location of the Gullah Geechee Nation International Music and Movement Festival, which was co-founded by Queen Quet, Chiefess of the Gullah Geechee Nation, and Kwan Shea of All Mobile Production, and whereas the Gullah Geechee Nation International Music and Movement Festival moved to the various parts of the Gullah Geechee Nation and the African diaspora each year to educate the world and to celebrate the continuation of the Gullah Geechee Nation. Whereas the Gullah Geechee Nation's International Music and Movement Festival will return to St. Helena Island during 2015 as part of the commemorating 150 years since the reading of the Emancipation Proclamation and the celebration of freedom that took place in Port Royal and St. Helena Island, and where a series of activities will take place throughout Beaufort County in the town of Port Royal to honor the history and the legacy of the Gullah Geechee Nation and to celebrate emancipation, the Gullah Geechee Nation. The week leading up to the festival, I, Mayor Samuel Murray, the town of Port Royal, South Carolina, hereby declare July 25th through August the 2nd, 2015 as Gullah Geechee Nation Appreciation Week in the town of Port Royal, South Carolina, dated this 25th day of July 2015.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations.
So glad. Thank you one more time.
Good.
We're going to add this year to the other rest.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Appreciate it, Mayor Murray. Now, you want to tell everybody what they need to come on here and see in Port Royal? I know the markers here and the Emancipation Oak.
There are a lot of historic sites in the town of Port Royal. Just come down. We have a walking tour map that you can get to show you or guide you around through the town. We always look forward to seeing you come down to celebrate the mark on 11th Street, and we hope that we will be able to get in on the Naval Hospital ground to the Emancipation Oak Tree more often.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then, if you're an environmentalist, you need to come and take this your nice walk right down the rookery that they got right there as soon as you get into town.
Yeah.
And definitely, you might not see the mayor, you might not see me, but you want to see we story. Thank you, Mayor Murray. And come on down to Port Royal, South Kakalaki for Gullah Geechee Nation Appreciation Week. This year, the Queen Quet, head from the body of the Gullah Geechee Nation. Peace and blessing, children.
Thank you.
Okay.
I want you to come on and go to a place where we take it slow.